On this edition of VLGA Connect, we speak with Rose OLeary, who is the Community Engagement Officer Gambling at the VLGA. And we're going to talk about the things that councils can be doing to give effect to a stronger policy position when it comes to gaming machines. Rose, thank you for your time on VLGA Connect. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Great. Tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing in this space for the VLGA.
Of course. So the VLGA is funded by the Victorian Responsible Gambling Foundation for a project that's called Councillor Champions Civic Communities, and right now we're going to talk about the Councillor Champions part of that project, and that's to ensure that councils are equipped with everything they need in order to be making sure that gambling harm prevention is meaningfully in policies. We're helping councillors pass motions that might increase the impact of gambling harm prevention, and also in municipal health and wellbeing plans, which will be renewed next year. So it's all kinds of different things, and it often pops up, different work in this area often pops up when we least expect it as well. So yeah, even in this time, we'll still be doing lots of work in this area and working with councils.
So we'll come back to the Municipal Health and Wellbeing Plan in just a moment. Firstly, on the policy side, why is it important that the policies are reflecting this issue of gambling harm?
Councils are actually, because the councils are the level of government that is closest with communities, as we know, they actually have a lot of really great levers to be able to prevent harm from gambling. And one of the areas that I've worked in the most is in terms of applications for poker machines. So when a pub or a hotel or a club applies for poker machines, if the levers of policy are used correctly and if they are pre-existing, it puts councils in a really good position to be able to respond to those applications. And it also comes in handy with working with the hotels and clubs to improve harm minimisation approaches that they might be using in their venues as well.
So then how does that differ from the Municipal Health and Wellbeing Plan, which you rightly point out once we get into the new term of council after elections this year? That's one of the key tasks for every council. How can the Municipal Health and Wellbeing Plan reflect this issue, do you think?
Yeah, so the municipal health and wellbeing plans are able to give a kind of bird's eye view approach to different policies that might come on from that plan. So that could be a gambling harm prevention policy, or it could be a policy that is reflective of any kind of wellbeing and health promotion or public health. So we kind of think that it is setting that precedent for all of council's policies flowing on from there, and it also influences the Victorian government health and wellbeing plan a few years later when that will be revisited as well.
And it's my observation in recent years that the Municipal Health and Wellbeing Plan, the council plan, and the longer term visioning pieces that councils do are more tightly connected these days. So you would obviously be looking to see the issue of gambling harm embedded in all of those pieces of work.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've been speaking with Rose OLeary, the Community Engagement Officer for Gambling with the VLGA. And we'd like to hear from you at VLGA Connect. If you have a story to tell, perhaps an example of how you're adapting in the COVID-19 world, please reach out vlga@vlga.org.au, and we'll be in touch, and we may see you on a future edition of VLGA Connect.